Like a dream, the kind of love people write stories about. When I first met him, it felt like the universe had finally handed me my missing piece. Every smile, every promise, every shared moment was painted with perfection. We laughed until our sides hurt. We whispered secrets into the night, and we built a world that felt unshakable. Everyone around us said we were perfect together, and for a long time, I believed it too. I believed in us. I believed in him. But dreams, they don't last forever. We built a life together, piece by piece, moment by moment. I gave everything I had, my trust, my loyalty, my sacrifices, my heart. I stood by him when it wasn't easy, when life threw storms our way. I believed in the future we promised each other. And yet, even in that happiness, there were shadows. Little things I brushed off, subtle red flags I ignored, a late night here, a strange excuse there. I told myself it was nothing. I told myself love was stronger than doubt, but love can blind you until the truth becomes too loud to ignore. It started with the cracks, the distance that crept in slowly, like a stranger living in the body of someone I thought I knew. He stayed out later and later, his explanations flimsy and thin. His laughter no longer reached his eyes, and his touch felt different, cold, distracted. My heart began to ache in ways I couldn't explain. Friends whispered their suspicions, warning me that maybe things weren't what they seemed, but I defended him. I defended us. I said they didn't understand. That love was complicated, that he was just stressed, just busy, just tired. But deep down, I wondered, was I imagining it all? Or was the truth far darker than I wanted to believe? And then, the truth revealed itself, not with a bang, not with a scream, but in the quiet buzz of his phone. He left it on the counter that night, unusual, careless. My hands trembled as I picked it up, torn between loyalty and fear. My chest pounded, my breath caught. And then there it was, the messages, words not meant for me. Sweetness, intimacy, promises, but sent to someone else. In that moment, my world shattered. The laughter, the love, the sacrifices, poisoned by betrayal. Every I love you, every promise to stay forever, lies. I felt heartbreak, yes, but more than that. I felt humiliated. I had defended him against whispers, silenced my own doubts, sacrificed so much. And this was what I got in return. For a moment, I wanted to collapse, to cry, to scream, to disappear. But instead, something inside me shifted. Betrayal doesn't just break you, it changes you. And in that moment, I decided I would not be the victim. I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I let the silence become my weapon. I smiled when he lied, nodded when he excused himself, and pretended to believe every word. But inside, I was planning. I was done being the blind, loyal partner. This time, I would be the one in control. Step by step, I built my case. I saved the evidence, tucked it away where he couldn't touch it. I gathered the receipts, the screenshots, the truth he thought he had hidden so well. And all the while, I played my role. He thought I was still his. He thought I was still fooled. But little did he know, I was preparing for the moment the tables would turn. And when the moment came, it was louder, sharper, and more devastating than even I had imagined. In front of the very people he had tried to impress, his lies fell apart. I let the truth speak for itself. The messages, the late nights, the double life he thought he had hidden, it was all there, laid bare. The room went silent. His smile cracked. The mask he had worn for so long crumbled in seconds. And for the first time, I watched him feel the weight of what he had done. The power he once held over me vanished. The game was over, and he had lost. But the story didn't end there. When the world saw the truth, everything changed. Friends who once doubted me now stood beside me, their voices filled with guilt and support. His colleagues whispered behind his back. Doors once open now slammed shut. Invitations stopped arriving. Respect turned into ridicule. Even his family, the people he thought would defend him, could barely look him in the eye. The betrayal wasn't just mine anymore. It was his shame, carried publicly for everyone to see. And him? He tried to fight it, to twist the story, to convince others I was exaggerating. But lies don't survive the light. Every word he spoke was drowned by the proof I had laid out. Slowly, people pulled away one by one until he was left standing alone. The person he betrayed me for? They disappeared too, unwilling to stand in the wreckage of his lies. And so he fell, not by my hands, but by his own choices. And me? I thought victory would feel sweeter. And yes, there was relief. There was power in watching justice unfold and finally being heard. But there was also emptiness. Because revenge, no matter how sharp, doesn't erase the nights I believed him. It doesn't take away the mornings I woke up dreaming of forever. Justice gave me strength, but it didn't erase the scars. And I asked myself, was it enough? Was revenge truly the closure I needed? Or was there still a hollow space left inside me? In the silence that followed, I found my answer. Revenge had given me closure, but healing gave me freedom. For the first time in years, I began to listen to myself, to hear my own voice without his lies clouding it. I rebuilt piece by piece, step by step, walks under open skies, journals filled with truth, coffee with friends who reminded me who I was beyond the pain. I discovered that my worth had never belonged to him or to anyone else. My worth was mine. And betrayal, as much as it hurt, could not take that away. Scars remain, yes, but scars are proof of survival. Proof that I faced the storm, and I made it through. My real revenge wasn't exposing him. It wasn't watching him crumble. My real revenge was standing tall, stronger than ever, knowing he could no longer touch me. If there is one lesson I've learned from it all, it's this. Betrayal changes people. It bends you, it tests you, it shakes the ground beneath your feet. But it does not have to break you. You are not defined by the lies told about you. You are defined by how you rise after. Trust may be fragile, love may disappoint, but resilience is unshakable. And truth always finds a way to shine. My life didn't end the day his betrayal came to light. In many ways, it began. And if you carry one line from my story, let it be this. Betrayal changes people. But it's up to you whether it breaks you or builds you. And me? I chose to let it build me.